Hello, hello, hello. How are we all doing today? I hope we're well. Thank you for all the kind words that people have said over the last couple of days. Yesterday, I should say. I really struggled yesterday a lot. It been a pretty rough week, health wise. Evening, Tom. How you doing, mate? Health wise, it's been a little bit rough, so not great. So I'm glad to be able to have this to focus on, because I think if I hadn't had this to focus on, it would have been a little bit worse. But we've had an interesting week, haven't we? Sheffield Wednesday did Sheffield Wednesday things. And when I say Sheffield Wednesday did Sheffield Wednesday things, it went a bit batshit crazy very, very quickly. Yeah, it's been interesting, hasn't it? Because I was expecting things to go mental, but not this mental again. Don't hear any moaning about York today, lads. Yeah, I agree, Tom. I 100% agree. There are 10 viewers in here, and 3 get those likes up, please. I much appreciate it. Ow, that it. But yeah, if you're gonna complain about a preseason game, don't. Just don't. It's about fitness. These games are all about fitness and tactics and stuff. And let's be fair, the bloke's only been in a week. He's only been in a week as it stands. So let's not. I think it's better if we all just take it of what it was. It was pre-season. They got to run out. You can kind of see what they're trying to set up and want to do. Also, Nigel Butler, thank you to becoming a member on the channel. I much appreciate that, my friend. There is 2 trucking videos behind the scenes, and there's 1 getting recorded tonight. Hopefully, if I get a chance, because I don't want to get too burnt out. But thank you for becoming a member. I much appreciate it, and there'll be more content behind it as well. Not even a week yet, to be fair, and will be a week from Tuesday. Yeah, it's not a week, is it? It's 2 days, technically, with the players. And Tuesday got another match anyway. So on Tuesday, got another match versus Donny. So it'll be interesting. I think we do need to start ramping up on who we start bringing in player-wise. But I'm also realistic. He just come in. He needs to see what he needs. And I think he will have seen quite a fair bit of what he wants to come in. Now, the what he wants to come in and what he realistically can bring in. But Chansiri did turn around and say the budget is flexible. Now, I don't know what that means. Personally, I have no idea what budget flexible means. But if you were watching that live stream as well, there were some comments that were made by fans which are not needed at the moment. As a fan base, it's very, very divided at the minute. And the problem with a divided fan base, it's not going to help anyone. It's going to make things a little bit worse going forward. And I'm just intrigued what happens next. Because at this moment in time, Sheffield Wednesday, if you're going for a week in PR, this isn't the way to do it. Let's put it that way. I thought it's not the Donny match, is it? It's the Chesterfield match. I got my date confused. It's not the way you go about it, is it? And that's the issue for me. If you're a PR company and you want to look at how to do PR, today it is not the way to do it at all. It's just been one disaster after another this week. There's 11 people watching, 3 girls likes up. I know a lot of people may not be watching this tonight because I didn't do it on my usual bot, which is the thing. Oh, England win the under-21 championship. Brilliant. Nice one. James Trafford saves the late penalty. Oh, I know a certain YouTube will be happy there, it being his brother and all. But yeah, as we go, it's been interesting. I'm kind of happy a little bit because when I made the video about him on Sunday, I just thought it was a bit odd for him to be following socials. And it did feel like either he's already got the job and we're just fleshing things out, or he wants the job and he's been interviewed. And the fact that it went down the route that I thought it was, that he had the job, it was interesting to see what happened. And interestingly enough, one of the people who apparently got interviewed, Slaven Bilic, had just been appointed in Saudi Arabia. They are like hoovering up talent left, right, and centre at the moment. So it will be interesting to see how Wednesday set up. But it was good to see Wednesday playing 4 at the back again. It's been a very long time indeed since Sheffield Wednesday Football Club have played 4 at the back. And I, for one, I'm happy for it. I'm happy to see us play that formation again. I do like it. I think we always look a little bit stronger in that position. There was a lot of play in and around the box, trying to pass the ball. And the thing is, you can see the ideas he's trying to do. The ideas are there, but they're not necessarily there yet. I just said that completely wrong. But it'll be interesting to see who he brings in. Who is he bringing in? What kind of player is he bringing in? He's already been quizzed on Troy Deeney, which us at the Talking Wednesday, we spoke about this on the live stream. I believe there's a Talking Wednesday clip out of this. Go find it. I think it's on Deck Daily Boxer channel. But what he brings in player-wise is going to be interesting. I think a goalkeeper, a centre-back, a right and a left-back, and then possibly 2 to 3 midfielders attacking-wise, and then maybe a striker. I think that's it. We're going to have to be really realistic here, because I don't think we're getting 10 player plus, but I do believe we will get 8 players in and then work with the rotation. Now, we do already have players who are already not fit, to be fair, or players who are coming back from injuries, i.e. Palmer, Wilkes and Byers. They're players who weren't in the squad today, and I can completely understand why. They're only just getting back from being injured. So you want them to take their time. 13 people watching, 3 likes. Get those likes up, please. I would much appreciate it. I don't know how many people are going to be in today. Like I said, it's been a weird one, because I said I would go live around 7 or 7. I've gone a bit earlier tonight, and I didn't put it out there, sadly. But hit that notification bell if you ever want to know when videos go live and live streams happen. And I'd be interested, Tom, as well, to see what we do against Chesterfield. I think the Chesterfield game will be a lot more of a test, especially having someone like a Will Greggs up top. And they've been sending a lot of spending a lot of money, and they look decent. Ian Dean, how are you, mate? I am not too bad, mate. How are you? I'm happy a bit tonight as well, because it's a little bit cooler in here. And the cooler it is in here, the better I am. But yeah, there's some interesting thing going on at the club at the minute, and I understand there is a lot of people who are looking at what's going on in the Championship right now, in terms of people making deals, going, this team made a deal, this team made a deal. And as of right now, technically, we have made a deal. We have done a deal. We had done a deal for Reece James. That is our deal that we've done. Now, the interesting thing here is that I'm going to go find it, because it's showing me the Premier League stuff, and I don't want that. The interesting thing here is going to be on who brings in what and where we line up with this, because for me personally, we have to have a good one. Evening Punk, Jesus Christ, Jake. Evening Nat, how you doing? I've read it, Punk, Jesus. How are you all doing tonight, Nat? Hope you have a good one. Hope you got a beer in hand. I know that's normally what you like to do when it comes to the weekend. There we go. Transfer, club by club. So far, if we're going to, let's just have a look at what people have brought in already. So Birmingham brought in Billick from Derby, Roberts from Leeds, and Moisey from Royal Antwerp, and they released a lot. Bellingham had gone to Sunderland, but they released a lot. So, yeah, I know. I'm tired. I'm very tired. It's been a busy week. 18 people watching, 7 likes. Get those likes up, please. I would much appreciate it. So Blackburn, I brought in Niall Ennis, Tossard, Sigerson and Boxall. And they've released 3 players: Diaz, Brown, Ayer, Butterworth, and Dack. Bradley Dack, anyone? Maybe. That's not a bad shout. He would be a free kind of player, but I do believe Bradley Dack I don't know why my intro just started playing. It shouldn't have been. He had got an injury issue in the past, so we'll see what happens there. And he's 29, so he's a little bit too old for me. Personally, I don't want that. As a Sunderland fan, you won't need 10 players unless you need them. Yeah, I think we'll need about 8. I have no idea why my entry play. Signed Long, Bellick, Larker, so not too bad, to be honest. I don't think that's bad. I think we need 8 players. Hi, John. How you doing, by the way? Hey, Mark. How are you? Let me just change my... There we go. That won't happen again because I hit the buttons underneath. So, Bristol City got Dickey, McCaw, and Roberts in. Roberts was somebody I wanted when we were at Wednesday. De Silva gone to Coventry. Baker, Moore, Morton, and Owens have been all gone. Remember, Cardiff, they can only do free transfers and loans. They are under a embargo as well. They've lost Wickham, White, Phillips, Sang, Bamber, Whitehead, Coventry, De Silva, and Sims. Sims' figure is ridiculous, but when people know that you're about to get about 20 million in, they're going to kind of snap your hands off and know what happened there. I think that would be a big blow for them losing Grocker. He was one of the better players in the Championship last season. 19 people watching, 11 likes. Please go likes up. If you would like to become a member like Nigel have done, $4.99 a month. There is streaming. They're chucking behind the scenes on that front, and I will be doing more of that today. It's just been a busy one. I think the thing that we had today is that we actually had a decent amount to see. I thought Windass took his goal well, even though it was a mistake. There's going to be tensions at this club again that we haven't had for a while. And the problem is that this feel-good factor that we had has completely died. I'm better, mate. I'm a lot better. Yesterday was one of those days where a lot of self-reflection. Sometimes when things are going right with me, I tend to hit the rethinking of kind of things and self-destructive, a little bit of things. But I think the goal line today, it was a pre-season game. At the end of the day, what are pre-season games normally? They are to get fitness and get tactics. For someone like our new gaffer, Sisco Muniz, he has the situation. He wants to see what he can do. And say they only worked with him for like 2 days. I think he saw what roughly he's trying to do and how it's going to work. I thought the booing of Dawson when he made kick was a bit wrong. Took the plunge and bought the home shirt for my holiday. Awesome that. So do you like it more now? Roland Aarons have been released by Huddersfield. I wouldn't mind taking a shout on him. He was good when we had him. But right now we're just looking at who's got what. Hull have got Forster, Simmons, and Delap on loan. Liam Delap's a really clever signing. It's with Jack Taylor. They've not done anything yet. Ipswich. Leeds also none in. Lot out. Robert Cock, McKinsley, Forshaw, Brook, Anucci, McCormack, and Roberts. Growing on you. Perfect, mate. Leicester, Connor Cody, 8.5 million. Harry Wink, 10 million. But they do have 40 million from the James Maddison thing. Tillmans have gone to Villa for 3, which is ridiculous. Payers have gone to Real Betis for 3 as well. Middlesbrough have been making a lot of good signings. Stannington, how you doing, mate? They've got Rodgers in from Man City, Silva from Costa Miners, Van der Beer from PEC Zul, which is somewhere else we get on FM. Engelberg from Man City, 3. Gilbert from Brentford, 3. Glover from Melbourne City, 3. Nyakuna from Leyton Orient. They are doing some business. So far, Millwall got 2 in, Nedbits and Bryan. Bennett and Malone have been released. Norwich also doing the business. Reyes, Sanchez, Barnes, Duff and Stacey. Dow, Pookie, Bayern, Martin McGovern, Sinton, McCracken and Matos have all been released. Plymouth, Gibson, Julio, I'm not going to try and say nothing, and Kelsey Hayden from Villa on loan. A lot gone out there. It's interesting, because the reason why I'm saying this is there's a lot of people who are very much on the thing of going, hey, we should look at this and this. And one of the players who I wanted to come to Wednesday, Ramsey from Liverpool, had gone to Preston, which is annoying. But the thing is, there's a lot of people going, there's a lot of clubs doing a lot of business so far. Yes, there is. But also at the same time, no, there isn't. You're going to start seeing the business ramp up soon. What friendly said there were more United fans watching than Owls obsessed. Yeah. No new sign does his ankle and did he? Oh no. That is not what you want to hear. If he'd done his ankle, that is not what you want to hear at all. Swansea got Key. Watford got Ince, Harley, Myers in from Udinese. What a shock. And also what a shock again. Some more going to Udinese. West Brom have got none in and released the load. So, it's interesting. It's very, very interesting to see what people are doing. Charles Brother from Man City. For 10. Yeah, where's he going? I saw that early. Where's he gone, Nigel? I saw Pierce Charles' brother gone somewhere. I saw that earlier. Where's he gone? He'd gone to Southampton. Good move. 10.5 million for him. Interesting. That is a very smart little bit of that signing there. But they do have a sell-on clause and a buyback clause. So this is where we struggle at what we do, right? When we get rid of players, if it's lower down the league, we never do a sell-on, add-on like a sell-on or buyback. I understand a buyback for Man City and Southampton. A buyback, if this player goes good, they can buy him back. Man City have done this before. They did it with who did they do it with? I can't remember his name blanking. But they've done it before, and I think it's smart business models. 21 people watching, 13 likes. Get those likes up, please. I would much appreciate it. And the thing is, I'm always very interested by how some of the bigger clubs run their situation, run their academy. We are notoriously bad at running our academy badly. Let's just call it what it is. We are bad at running our academy. We don't seem to get many people out of our academy and into first team stuff. He's only played 23 minutes in the Premiership. But then again, it's that whole thing. You, instead of loaning him out and then seeing what happens, if you sell him to Southampton for 10.5 million, and then you see there's a player there, you can easily come back and get that money back. And I think it's something we should be looking at doing more often. I think the George Hurst deal, we could have quite easily done something similar to that. But we need to start making it a bit easier. And I think don't get me wrong, some of the youngsters that played in that second half, Adatorum, Joey, I can't say his surname very well at all. What's his name? Is it Poofy or Pofa? I thought Sede did well. Under 18s, there we go. Where is he? Joey. Where is he? I did a video on him today, literally today. Or the other day. I thought Cook looked good as well. I thought Luke Cook looked very tidy. Adatoro, I've always been a fan of since we've seen him. Since we saw him versus Fleetwood, I thought Adatoro was superb. Take a drink. If you're new here, I say superb a lot. It's something that's been said on the Talking Wednesday podcast. And normally what happens is I say superb, you take a drink. But I thought some of the youngsters that came on, you could tell they were youngsters, but they played okay. I think there's going to be an interesting situation this season. I thought Brennan looked good at Bells as well. It's like one of these things, you're looking at the players that came on today, and you're like, there's some players in there that you can see are going to be quite good. And if we can get them in the right atmosphere, it'll be good to see. Adator, I thought, played really well. And I thought... jury's still out for me on Backinson. I'm not going to lie. And I don't want to be mean because we've not seen much of him. I thought Brennan looked very good again. James has just slotted back into it. Cook looked decent at Bells. But I think for me, when you saw that Pute, Phuthi, he is absolutely rapid. Central looked, he did, didn't he? Adatora looks very good to me. One that I'm very happy with to see. I only got to watch the last 20 minutes. Was it the South Shield versus Sunderland? Great game, ended 4-3. Nice. Great. I like to hear that. 4-3, nice. Loan Backinson out. I think we might when we start getting players in. But right now, until players are in, I can't see us loaning anyone out. To be honest with you, we need players in, then loaning them out. We're not in a position to go, hey, we're going to loan you out. We can't do that yet. That's not something I'm willing to say we do yet. I think as a club, we need to bring players in and then see where we are. Kadamatri he was injured. He had surgery during the pre-season. Let me just see if I remember correctly. Cads. He's on my Insta. Because it was... Yeah, he had... Where is it? He had an injury on the 12th of May. He had a successful surgery. And he's back in training now. I think you might see some of him. Hopefully, I'm hoping he gets a spell going to Spain. But at the same time, I think if he can get good and get really into the team and show what he can do, I think there's a chance for him. I really do. I think there's a real good chance for him. But Kadamatri just coming back from injury. He had his surgery in May. So it's probably going to be a little bit too soon for him. But we depend how far along he is on his rehabilitation. Baxton will stay. We have 4 midfield. We have no option but to keep him. Oh, yeah, we have no option to keep him until we get more people in. That's the thing. That is where we are the most... I think we're lightest at the moment in midfield and defence. Personally. And when I say defence, I'm thinking left and right back. We don't have any... If we're going to play 4 at the back, we need to have a decent left and right back. Just got to. See him, every championship team is off to Spain next week. Yeah, we're going on the 18th. We're going on the 18th or we're either going on the 18th or we're going straight after our Chesterfield game. So it will be interesting. Everyone seems to have got deals in Spain this year. It's rare because normally we go to Portugal. Normally as a club, we go to Portugal and we changed where we're going this year. which is odd. I don't know if it's a cash thing. I don't know if it's cheaper, but it does seem like every club is going to Spain this year. You're right, John. The 27 people watching, 17 like, get those likes up, please. Muniz out, no plan B, shocking display. Not getting it in early. No, and I think it'll be interesting. I'll be honest, I watched the first half and then nodded off. Still confused about the formation, not for Bob, it's still early days. It's really early days, to be fair, mate. We're off to Cornwall this week. No idea. It's early days. It did look like it was a 4. I think it was sometimes it was 1 up top with 2 playing either side as wingers, kind of thing. So it will be interesting, but it was definitely 4 at the back. I think midfield looked okay. It was one of those games where you just watched it and just go, what are we doing? How are we playing? And I think it's going to take a long time for people to get used to what's happened. There's going to be a lot of people still not happy with it. And hearing the visual Chansiri out stuff. But Chansiri hasn't helped himself at all. Chansiri really, really not helped himself today. Over the last couple of days, Chansiri has not helped himself at all with what he could do. Right? Chansiri on Tuesday, we had the press conference. Should have gone. I refer to my statement I've already made. Gone. And if you keep acting, I've made a statement. If you don't know what the statement is, the statement can be found on our website. Done. You think, right, done. Then you look at our match day prices. They're ridiculous. They are ridiculous for what we could just come back in. And he's going to price people out of the game. He's already priced a load of people I know who can't go. They said they can't afford to go this year. They were struggling to do season tickets this year. And they can't go. 25 people, 19 like girls, likes up, please. If you want to donate to the channel in a financial way, you can do. Super chats are on. Will we look bright? Bit of pace and ability to make diving runs. He did look good. Okin Harpo. He did look very good. And I was pretty impressed with how he got on. There was a lot in that second half. I'm not going to lie. There was a lot in that second half where you saw youngsters. And I can see if they get some game time and play well, they'll be decent. But going back to what I was saying about tickets. Like, you look at tickets. He knackered himself there. It's like, how much of this... I'm not going to lie, but how much of this current fan base can afford that? Like, Joe Cran said it really well in his little thing he put up on Twitter, where he said the average wage in Sheffield for a family is a week is £573. Now, if you've got 3 Cat A games and your family of 4, your weekly wage ain't going to cover it. It's just not. Kind of thing. Chancellor shot himself in the foot. He really did. Not saying anything bad, just couldn't figure it out. Only nodded off as I hadn't slept yet. No, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. The meeting with Palmer is on. He announced it on top. When did he announce it, Nigel? Did he announce it today? So if this meeting's going to happen, great. But this meeting needs to happen behind closed doors. I don't want it in a public place at all. He never should have been in that interview. All decent chairmen don't take part in that sort of presser. Yeah, John, I don't get it. I don't understand why he was in that. I understand it if you're taking it to the takeover or something like that, and you're saying your thing, but for some reason he's done that a lot in the past, and it's not great. And he got to stop. He got to stop trying to be part of the story at times. I know it's his club, but as in terms of owner, but it doesn't make us look any better, kind of thing. Pain in the arse when you don't live in Sheffield as well. Live in Sunderland area, and it already cost enough in petrol. I can imagine. Yeah. Meeting with Talk, but I've answered that. Your season card prices are ridiculous. You need to realise upping the price of the ticket doesn't guarantee more income as you lose supported. Blue Terry 19, you are 100% right. The cheaper, it's the stupid thing. The cheaper it is, the more money you tend to make, kind of thing. And that's the thing. The more money, the cheaper you make it, more bums on seat, the more people you get in. You make the season ticket cheaper, more people can come in and come to games. If you make it as high as we've done, we're going to lose supporters. There's so many supporters who can't go this year. They're not going to go this year. I don't know how a club in 1 month have gone from the heavy highs of Wembley, we've done it, we sorted, we're in the Championship, really excited for what we're going to do in the Championship with Darren Moore, to no manager, a manager that loses his job due to, we will never know, by the way, the reason why. We've got one side of the argument. Darren Moore won't ever bring the other side out. I can guarantee you that. He's not that kind of person. He's very private. He'll keep it private, and that's it. Then we have a fan forum, which was a complete car crash and went on 4 hours too long. It should have been a 1 hour, but we haven't spoke to the chairman in over a year, which ain't great. Then we have a statement on the Friday talking about said fan forum and trying to have some clarity on it, which made it a little bit better. Then you have the thing where, as you're doing that, you're like, right, that's done. Then we have the situation where we have another situation with Carlton Palmer coming out and saying stuff, and then having to clarify things that have been said by Carlton Palmer in the media, all this kind of stuff. Then we have another statement from Chansiri going, hey, this is what he wanted. He wanted 4 times. You could understand this. Blah, 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 the usual things. And we only have one side of the statement. That's it. One side of the statement. That's it. Right? One side of the statement, which is fine. I get it. I understand it. One side of the statement. We then get the manager in and we're like, right, we've got a manager. Some positivity at last. We can go, we got something to build on. We know who he is to a point. We did have to Google bits of him, but we know who he is. He's had a promotion out of this league. You're thinking, right, really good. Someone who's had a promotion, good point per game record, only comes in for halfway of the season, but he's got good things. Then you have that press conference, which should have been, hey, here's our new gaffer, Cisco Munoz. Welcome to the club. Please ask him questions. Done. And like John said, Chansiri shouldn't have been there. It should have been, hi, speaking to the media. How are you? I'm Cisco. This is how I'm going to do things. It was a lot better when the things were one-on-one with local press than it being one big open room display to all the national media. And Sky Sports, I'll admit, Sky Sports knackered that for us as fans. They should have known in the past there was already a statement and done. So we have that thing. We start going through the stuff and thinking, right, this is going to get better. Week will get better. We've got a thing. And then we drop on the same week, our prices are going up. And then we do the multi-year season tickets are back. Like, if you can afford a multi-year season ticket, knock yourself out. Go for it. It'll be the best. It'll be a little bit more value. But again, we go to the game versus York, and it's very toxic atmosphere. You can hear it on the stream. Chansiri actually went to that game. I'm shocked. I was expecting Chansiri not to go to that game. If I don't know about you, but going to that game could have been a nightmare for him. The last time he went to York City, he'd just taken over. And he was like, everyone was loving him. 29 people watching, 22 likes. Get those likes up, please. I much appreciate it. If you want to contribute to the channel, super chats are on. And if you want to become a member like Nigel have done, please do so. It's $4.99 to become a Punk Chef 41 friend. I am doing the truck stream behind there. And when the new EA Football Club comes out, I will be doing a career mode on there. Let's have a look. Chansiri secretly phoned him up for a meeting to be held behind closed doors. Good. That's what you want. I want it to get sorted. I don't want to have this stuff anymore about it. How about a loan for Hudson-Odoi from Chelsea? He disappeared. I can't see that happening, but I love it. But Hudson-Odoi, possibly under Poch, might get game time. He very much what what you call it could be. But that being said, he has been linked with Nottingham Forest, so that will be a good thing for Nottingham Forest. The trouble, if yeah, Bob said I can't say it. If I was well enough to buy a ticket and travel, I would have been priced out. As it is, I decided not to renew this year. I think a lot of people have, Dannington. I think a lot of people have. The trouble is 4 times of what? Exactly. 4 times of what? That is the problem. What is 4 times of what he was on? Because we don't know. We haven't got a clue what he was on. You can't have 4 times of something if you don't know what the other person's on. If it's 4 times of, say he's on two grand kind of thing, or 3 grand. 4 times ain't that bad kind of thing. But again, what is it? I think it's, if only we went in for Trafford when Bolton did. Yep. What were the fans saying near the cameras? There were some really bad racist things said near that camera today, and they knew they were near the camera. They 100% knew they were near that camera, and they just then went for it. And I don't agree with it. I think it was wrong. If you're going to go do that, no point coming. Don't come to games. It was so bad. It was really bad to hear some of the things today at that game, and it's... You don't want to hear it. You don't want to hear it. And luckily, the media team eventually turned the audio down so you couldn't hear it as much. But for a while, it was very present. And you just could tell they found the camera. They found the microphone and they knew that it was going to be on stream. You know, like someone might have had it playing on a stream or something said, oh, you heard this. It's like, we'll say this. It just was so bad. Talkboat video was a couple of days ago now. Palmer got completely baited by Jordan and co, by the way. I think they may have buried the hatchet since given what Palmer posted on Twitter recently. I think they probably have. So they probably already spoke with what he said. But again, he came out and bashed him publicly to the nation. And it's not a good look for the club in a week where we've already had naff stuff happening. 36 people, 23 likes. Get those likes up, people. I would much appreciate it. By the way, if you haven't seen them today, there are 3 videos on the channel. There is the deal for possible getting closer for Sam Reed. There is the York City review, mini review. And there is Under Sicko Munio could get the best out of Wilkes. If you could watch them afterwards, if you haven't already, I'd much appreciate that. They've been doing really well today, the videos. So I heard something, yep, if only we went for Trafford. When you think about it, he came in the championship, so championship wages when we went down. So obviously wages went down when we back up, ultimately go back up to 4 times as much on top of that. Yeah, Bannon's on 20k a week. Surely more is on the same. If that was it, it's 80k a week. Could be. That's the thing. We're doing if, buts and maybes. And we don't know. Like, you're saying Bannon's on 20k a week. Bannon had publicly come out and said on Twitter, he ain't on that. And you can only go again, but you're going on what someone's saying. It's the old thing. If someone says to you, I'm 22, you take them with 22 because they said it. Managers are never on anywhere near the same as players. John's right there. I had the game on the TV with my young son. I turned down the volume. I didn't have anyone in the room, but I turned it down because I didn't like it. It was horrible. I was not happy about it. And I think a lot of fans online and in the social media thing were not happy about it at all as well. Managers are never on the same plane. No. In short, he was definitely already on good wages. Yeah. Oh, chunk of ice. Ew. I think the issue was I think Chansiri was willing to give him the 4 times as much for 12 months. I don't think he was willing to give him 4 times as much for 3 years. I think that's what the issue was. I don't think it was a case of I literally think it was more of a case of what do you call it? I will say something. I will say something now. I loved, and this is the bit that can sound really weird for other fans of other clubs. This is the first time we've seen a manager in 2 years get animated on that sideline in a pre-season. This is a pre-season game that doesn't really mean anything, and a manager getting really animated. And you know what? I like that. It shows that he got something about him. Let's have a look here. In short, we're definitely not... don't know why fans were complaining after friendly. It's just friendly. Let's hear you all. 1, 2, 3. Ryan, I'd rather just say we're championship and just go with that, mate. Or... Oh, what time is it? Oh, I think it's 120 plus 3, mate. I think it's time for you to go to bed. I think Josh Windass is calling you to just say the game's ended. Friendlies are all that fitness, team shape, results don't matter this early. No, they don't. Ryan, did your game get called off, by the way? Do you have a waterlogged pitch? Because I know your game on Tuesday had been called off because you don't have enough players or something. Barnsley seem a little bit of things. But see, on a serious note though, Ryan, good luck for next season. That final could have gone either way. And you never know. If Connacht goes, you're in the Championship and we're in League One. It was a good final though, to be fair. I enjoyed it. But Barnsley going to win. Between Barnsley for me, we're going to win it when you had Michael Duff and a couple of other players. Right now, I'm not sure. I think it still could be between you and Derby, but I still think I would have had more counting on it if you had Michael Duff. You know what I mean? In charge. But we'll see. Collins has actually done really well in his manager stuff over the line. Who put the ball in the Dinkles net? We won two today, called off. Oh, nice. Have you actually got a game that's been called off due to not having enough players? Because I'm pretty sure I saw a tweet from that team saying you don't have enough players. That's why it's been called off. Do you see the obsessed piggy watching the Sheffield Wednesday friendly on Saturday? Yeah, I did. I thought that was weird. I actually really thought that was completely and utterly bizarre. I don't watch Sheffield United friendlies, so I don't know why someone would want to watch a Sheffield Wednesday friendly. It's just odd. Right, can we, as a whole fan base, put down more behind us and move on? We need to get behind Sicko Muniz and the lads. Also, no room on football for racist twats. Yeah. No, Bob, you're right. You're 100%. But we do have to get forward. We are in the era of Sicko Muniz now. What's done in the past is done. We can't do out about it. It's done. Everything is done. And all the fans saying Muniz after friends. I don't think it was that bad. Arzone Eagle, I think the problem is, I think a lot of people are at the minute, they're frustrated. They're really frustrated and take anything like Muniz out as just a bit of a joke. 9-1 to win the league next season, not too bad. Find it hard enough watching Blue friends. Exactly. I don't get why Sheffield United fans sometimes, they do it a lot as well. They come and watch Wednesday stuff and then you're like, why is it? Dan ain't got a job though at the same time. Level this year is too late. It is what it is, mate. At the end of the day, I will say this on Darren Moore. Good luck to wherever he goes and in coaching staff. He did the job that we needed to do and gone from there. Just got to give the bloke a chance, in my opinion. Exactly, and 100% right. We have to give the bloke a chance. He's been in the job, Tuesday? 2 days with the boys, so we just got to get behind him. Hey, Liam, we're all Wednesday, aren't we? We definitely are. Well, some of us are in the chat. We've got most in this chat are, but we do have a Barnsley fan, a Birmingham fan, and a Leicester City fan who I think would say they're not. But yeah, we just got to back him. We just got to back him and get started. I think to remember us having some decent preseason results in 99 means nothing. We're actually better. I always say we're better when we have worse results in preseason than we are when we have good results. I've always seen that. Sheffield Wednesday and Sheffield United to bottle it next season. That's your opinion. That's your opinion. If you think that, you think that. That's your opinion, mate. Sicko to the top. Sicko to the top, yep. Finger dingles. It's one of those things. The 35 people watching, 27 likes. Get those likes up, please. I much appreciate it. Ryan, good luck to you next season. I think whatever happens next season, I think the League One is probably one of the ones where I think it could be quite easy to get out of. I hate Wednesday too close to Monday. True. Alright, too close to Monday, but it's also very close to Friday, so Cat 22. Inbred D-Dars. BA Ryan. I'm just going to give you a little bit of a timeout. I get it, mate, but you are on a Wednesday fan channel. Let's just remember that. This is how I feel about Enzo. It's mad because some of the City fans are on it. It's insane, isn't it? He didn't get banned. He didn't get banned. He got timed out. But he is on a Wednesday fan channel. I wouldn't go on a Barnsley fan channel and start saying things. I'd just say good luck and stuff. So yeah. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird when new managers come in. Fans want automatic success straight away, and they're not going to get it. You're not going to get automatic success straight away. It's not how it works. You know what I mean? It's not how it works. You've got to take time. When new managers come in, it takes a long time to get sorted. Also, haven't had a chance to watch your vid on Sam Rees yet. Just so many videos. I am a little bit of a content machine at the minute, I will admit. I'm not going to lie. I have been a little bit busy. So if you are playing catch up on my videos, I do apologise. I have been putting out 3 videos a day as late, which is insane. The pigs also went to Wembley in Barnsley then to watch us. Yeah, I don't get it. Still saying salty about Wembley, right? Like, hey up, Mac. How you doing, mate? Are you annoyed about losing Joel Bowman and however much he is he any good? Good question for Liam, how you doing? On the naughty step. Yep. Thoughts on Deeney? So Deeney, I don't want him personally. I'm not gonna. I could be the exception here, but I think we already have a 35-year-old in Lee Gregory, and we already got someone like that. But Deeney can score goals, and that's something we struggled with over the last couple of seasons. I know that sounds weird when you have Michael Smith getting 21 goals, but he does find that net. But I think age-wise, if you actually hear what got said about like bringing in 2 older players, ideally the cut-off point for me, unless they got a mad experience in the Championship, is you go for about 28 at your cut-off age, and then and if you really want to be ruthless, 24, 25. I just think he's just too much. Can't go on a Villa channel. They struggle to communicate properly. I like that. John, I like that a lot. Brief overview on Sam Reed, Bob, is literally this. He's currently training with the squad. We're trying to work out a deal for Bridgehouse for him to come to the club. He wants it. The club want to get it done, and it just seems like it's a sticking point at the minute. So we'll see what happens there. That's your brief view on it, though. Where was I up to? I'll be interested to know Sicko's first thought on the squad. Yeah, that would be interesting. Wouldn't touch Deeney in my opinion. Would Was Deeney there today? See? No, Bob, 123. Deeney was at the F1. So basically what happened was Deeney's at the Grand Prix at Silverstone. Silverstone asking what's going on? Are you close to coming to a new club? Troy Deeney says, you're all knowing about a week or so. That's where it all came to. I think Sam Reedy from Bridge House, if I remember correctly, a non-league club. He got in their team of the season. The team of the season. Bridge House. Hang on. Come here, Sam Reed. Bridge House Town is where he come from. Mate, that's where he come from. Let's have a look. He scored. Not annoyed at all about Joby. Surprised he wanted to leave due to lack of football, but even our best young player wishing well. But I dare say Sunderland paid a bit more for the surname. I can see that actually, John. I can see they paid for the surname and not the player. But hey, if it is, sometimes things like having a Bellingham could be something for good shirt sales. Who knows? He's a defender. He's a central defender, mate. He scored 7 last season, Deeney. I don't want Deeney for the same reason I don't want Vardy. It's a backward step. Fair enough. Smith scored 10 last time he was in the Championship. He did. It's a no for Deeney for Harpo. Only 35 plus strikers who are banging goals in this year is Vardy. Yep. Which youngest impressed you the most today? Joey Pugh and Adatorum were the ones that really impressed me today. They look absolutely solid. Joey Pugh apparently were one we're looking at to get sorted as well. Deeney will be a step backward, mate. Ain't what we need. Prob could have done with him when we got Road, to be honest. Yeah, I'll already answer that. Generally will be. I agree with that, Tom. What position is Sam Smith? Sam Reed, even so. He is a defender. Tom, I hope so, mate. Yep. He's a defender that is a left back, right back, but he can play centre back as well. So it's interesting. Deeney said about should next week Blue take over complete Thursday next week. Wouldn't surprise to see him end up on the Blue coaching staff. That would make a lot of sense, to be fair. Him going, what's going to happen? Because they didn't actually say. They just said, what's your future going to be there? Said, and that was interesting. Good point on that. Have you ever heard of Blue Van? Have you ever had the Blue Man on? Question fan. Agree about Deeney? No, but I've met him a fair few times pre-match. Seems to be a good bloke. Are we possibly doing a Brentford signing Sam Reed, a player from lower leagues, and then sell? Possibly. Who knows? Come on, get hurt, in my opinion. I'd love to get hurt, but Right, and what's the deal with Hurt? Is Hurt going to be staying at you next season? Or are you looking to sell him on? Because I know Ipswich fans are very much wanting him. What's the deal? Like, is he someone who could possibly be put back into the team or not? Thank you, Dannington, for the £5. I much appreciate that, and I probably will. My drink cabinet is running low. Also, have I shown you this? You'll probably see it tomorrow's video, but I'll show you now. Sneak peek. So, I recently went to like a Sheffield summer fair thing, and I picked this up. I just thought this was really cool. Local artist as well. Where is it? Bits and Bobs. She's a Sheffield artist. But I thought this was really cool for the studio. Picked it up a couple of weeks ago and I finally put it in a frame. I think it looks mint. Gonna put it back up. Also, the Patterson shirt will be getting framed very, very shortly, I hope. But I bought that the other week. It was really cool. I'm trying to get more artwork up in the studio at the minute. Let's have a look. Be nice if we were a club that could make some decent player sales. Might reduce those restricted wages. Correct. That's something I'd like. Same as in bloke on camera, just sound bloke. Good. Not mate. We signed youngsters every season from leave from the academy. Yeah, but we never seem to see them from the academy times. I think it needs to do more. No, it's not Pete McKee, actually. It is by someone called Bits and Bobs. She's a really good graphic artist. I don't know if you can see her. There you go, Bits and Bobs. Really good. I really enjoyed it. Let's have a look here. Where was it up to? I wouldn't like her because of how he left us. True. Fair point, mate. Still nice to see us going for some youth. Yep. Now we have 3 strikers and a young striker. I great. Still ahead of him. Probably 4th choice. So you're looking to get rid of him, basically. So I wouldn't be shocked if someone like I won't be shocked if Ipswich went back in for him. Maybe Pompey. Maybe like a Fleetwood, actually. Well, then again, I don't know what Fleetwood can spend. So he's behind the scenes, so he probably needs to start selling. Most of them just free gamble, take some decent to look at. Yeah, true. Not Pete McKee, like I just said, Bits and Bob. Adatoran looked a real unit. He looked absolutely quality, didn't he? That printed quality. I bought some from a Wednesday Till I Die podcast, and they're also class too. Yeah, I've also got over there. I don't know if I can spin the camera. It is. So over there on that wall from a podcast I listened to called The Offensive. But if you want a really good podcast about a fake football team, go listen to The Offensive. It's so funny. But that from their series, it's really nice. I'm trying to get more pit artwork up in here to just make it feel a bit more just studio-ish for me, if that makes sense. Won't lie, can't stand Bannon as he's a die-hard villain. Yeah, I can understand that, mate. Also heavily linked to Joe Priol. Yeah, you are, aren't you? Whoever played on the right looks like a unit. I think that was Joey Pewey. Pewfrey. Brennan, to be fair, we've had for ages now. Last man standing from Alex Hunt. Hope he can kick on with all the looks like he finally filled out physically. Yep. Ludlow kind of frame out. Yeah, they're really nice. I tend to get a lot of them. I've got another 2 of them to go up. And then I need to figure out where my signed Callum Patterson shirt is going. I just don't know where I'm doing it yet. I'm running out of wall space, I'm not going to lie. Because in this corner, I've got an Amsterdam flag, which is great. Yeah, please get those likes up. Like Ant said, I much appreciate it. 39 people watching, 31 likes. Get those likes up, please. I probably won't be going for too long because I'm going to start recording the membership videos. We have a trucking video. We are going from Plymouth to, I want to say Croatia. And I can't remember what we're taking. Let's have a look here. Ludlow kind of Bristol Rovers are going for it. Yes, they are. The Aaron Collins deal isn't dead. It just was one of those ones that I thought could happen. We haven't actually technically got it. Yeah, the signed shirt got it. The signed shirt going behind me. Eventually, I'm just gonna move some things around. I think I'm gonna go in that corner there. I just need to make sure I can find the stud in the wall to do it. If I can get it up there, that'd be brilliant. The Collins deal was one that I wanted. Not that we're in for him, sadly. I wish we could have it. Wonder what Mun's going to do with Brennan since Moore said he was going to give him a chance. Probably play him. I think he liked the look at him today. Can't see us signing players that expensive. Yeah, the problem is Aaron Collins, Bristol Rovers will want at least 6 million plus. Maybe 4 million. I think he would be too much. I think we'll sign players. But it would be interesting to see what happens, if you know what I mean. I think Munzer will like him. He played good. Yeah, he did play good tonight. So look, Aaron Collins became a legend for Wednesday career mode. It was only 4 seasons. So, because I got bored. Oh, fair enough. Fair enough, kids. But yeah, that's about where I'm at the minute. Things are going good. Thank you for your love and support the other night as well. I much appreciate that. When things go well, I get a little bit imposter syndrome. I feel like, and I shouldn't, because it's something I shouldn't do, but you do get that way. Sounds like Chance Series. Yeah. I also look confident today with Femiwo signing. I'm hoping for a good season for Femiwo. I'm gutted that he got injured and how it happened, so I want him to go a bit better. Howell Letter about to spend 10 million on Doyle FFP. They can lose a decent amount of money, Kyle. Basically, parachute payments help them. That's basically what it is. That's the thing, Nat. If we're going for top 6, that's the kind of money you need to spend, in one sense. But I don't see it. Kyle, PSG of the championship, drink it in. I like that. I like that a lot, Ant. That was good. But I am going to end it here, people, because I have got some other things I want to do tonight. Mainly doing other things such as recording membership videos. So I'm looking forward to it. You seen Southampton spending 11 million on Pearson? Yep. I didn't even know he had a brother either. So let's see what happens in the next couple of days. It could be very, very interesting indeed. So it should be interesting. We have just sold Madison for 44 and sold about to... Yeah, you've made your money back, so you've got money to spend, haven't you? It's not like you haven't got money to spend. You're doing it the right way by selling what you've got in your assets to then build up again. So it makes sense. They do have the money to spend if they've got 44 and 40 million. Have a good one, everyone. There will be a video tomorrow around 12, maybe 6-ish. I haven't decided yet. It's one video as it stands. But please go enjoy the rest of your evenings. And thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me on your Saturday evening for this video. This live stream even. It's been great. I know it should have been on Friday night, but we had to change it around. Have a good one, people. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you in the next one. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I much appreciate it. You know my feel by now. See you later. Thanks for joining. Have a good one, mate. Look at this. I'm going to go and play a bit of trucking.